Hi, and welcome to episode 55 of the Stouting Off podcast. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, and share this podcast on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music, and spread the word, because we're happy to be here and we want to keep pumping out good content, so just pass along the message from me to you, just simply asking that, okay? Here comes episode 55 of the Stouting Off podcast.
All right.
Wow, isn't that nice? Thought I'd bring a little talent show to the show
Nice
today. It's not a
job.
juggling podcast,
But it can be.
but it could be. But it could be.
We're working that
That'd
out.
be fun. Sitting on the wire. That's great. Off to a good start. Welcome to episode 55 of the Stouting Off podcast. I'm your host, Drew Stoutenberg, and I'm joined by my other hosts, Jordan and Will from Michigan. Hi, boys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Nice to have you here. What's been new? Any current events you care to share?
No, it's
Nah,
no, not today.
not too much.
Past couple days, I've been sleeping on the couch.
Well, explain it.
Yeah, I was going to say
Explain
Trouble
why.
in Paradise? Or?
No, Monica was feeling sick, and I'm going out of town this weekend, and so I just basically said no go. She's good now, but
Good.
it was scary for a second.
Sure.
It wasn't.
It was really touch and go there for a little bit. You didn't know if I had 911 on speed dial.
it was
You're like,
really
dude, she had
scary
a
there for a
headache and a cough. It's fine.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get sick. So yeah, I slept
It-
on the couch 2
It
nights in a row.
wasn't COVID, right?
No, negative. No, it was just head cold, like allergies, sinus.
Then why are you scared? You're making it sound like it was
That's what I'm saying.
like, a big second coming of swine flu was sweeping through the house or something.
Monica's patient X.
Well,
Right, on the new variant.
yeah.
The gamma variant. Is that a thing already? I don't know. They use the Greek characters.
Yeah, they like
Not a
Greek
huge Greek
characters.
guy.
Charlie? Delta? Charlie? Alpha?
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, that would be like the phonetics for military.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a buddy who was in the Marines. Actually, good buddy of mine. He is a coworker. He was actually blown up in Iraq, awarded a Purple Heart by President Obama at the time, and he is one of the most high functioning people I've ever met in my whole life. He was in a coma for something like 3 weeks, starting
Dang.
off on a heavy note here, but he is fine. All motor abilities, all mental abilities and cerebral abilities. He's a great salesman. But anyway, when we would be at work and I would overhear him talking to customers on the phone, and he would be doing the phonetic spelling, like D like Delta, F like Foxtrot.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, it's second nature to me, because this is how I would communicate over radio, like
Right.
Alpha, Bravo, I don't know if it's Charlie or what, Delta.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Something. Yeah, wild. Special guy. Shout him out. Greg with 2 G's at the end. But anyway, I call him 3G because there are 3 G's in the name. But anyway, I went to Kroger today, guys. All episodes, as you know, start with me going to Kroger these days.
yep.
We have to cover that because I do go there a couple times a week. And so I went there today and I got a big container of the Kroger boneless or the buffalo wings, not boneless. They're buffalo wings slathered in sauce. Threw them in the broiler when I got home. 15 minutes at 500 degrees. They started to burn. I went to pull them out, nicked my knuckle on the roof of the oven.
Ooh.
Now I've got a little burn right here. And frankly, it's all I can think about. It's going to interfere with my thinking on the feet. You can already tell I'm a little tongue-tied from it. It hurts. I don't like pain, man.
I'm a big
As
fan.
if some people do.
I'm a big fan. I mean, to each their own, but is what it is, man. I've tried to sway your mind on that, but whatever.
I'm stuck in my ways. I'm obstinate.
Yep.
My dad one time told me we were working on a bathroom. He was actually helping me renovate the bathroom in my house. Not this one. But he was like, I think he got a cut or something. He was like, Drew, pain feels good. He said that.
That's something a Batman villain would say.
I know.
Yeah. It's like what the Joker would say.
I know. Pain feels good.
Hey, Drew. Pain feels good.
You try to hurt me? Well, guess what? Pain feels good. Yeah, it's like,
oh, no.
I kind of get where he's coming from there. It doesn't feel good, but there is something about just being like, the mental kind of like gymnastics you can do with that. I've pointed up to my dome a lot so far this episode.
A lot going on up
there. I don't know
there.
if you guys have noticed that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a head case today, man. But it's all good. So what else? I had a couple things I wanted to actually mention to you. Oh, yeah.
That was a soundbite, dude. You just pressed a key.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. With the deep like
That was
EQ.
so good, by the way.
That
what
was
you just
that.
did.
Now that was an actual soundbite. I'm amazed. I look over. He's got a keyboard over there with sound effects.
A modulator.
A donkey.
Cowbells.
I don't know if I told you guys this. Speaking of Kroger, but with all the sushi that I get from there, I was talking with a colleague about that, and he said, my friend is a food safety inspector. And he said that there is one place that is notoriously the worst for their food quality cleanliness standards. And this was after I talked to him about Kroger sushi. And he said, it's Burger King.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the best one, though, is Kroger Sushi Kitchen.
No kidding,
Kroger
man.
Sushi Kitchen is always the cleanest. But he said Burger King's the worst. Isn't that interesting?
No.
But not that surprising.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, but not
surprised,
surprising.
but figured it had to be one of them. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't expect Kroger to have the cleanest, but when I do they have a sushi thing at the one by me too, and it's always just bright, shiny,
Spotless.
clean. Yeah.
Spotless. Yeah.
It's the most meticulous looking, food station I've ever seen.
Burger King always has like the big cloud of smoke above,
Yeah.
grease smoke from above their restaurant. You know what I'm talking
It's not
about?
from burgers. It's probably from like just burning trash.
or just like the hood, you
Yeah.
know, the vent hood or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Caked.
And their burgers even look bad too. They're supposed to be flame broiled, but they look like they draw those lines on with like a brown marker or something. It's supposed to look like it's on a grill, you know?
Yeah.
I think they just take a brown marker and are like, yum, yum, yum.
Burger King patties look like the displays you see in a doctor's office with the fake food.
Yeah.
Like they
do.
They really don't look real. They just
No,
heat
they
up
don't.
plastic patties and that's what you get. But it's always like, I don't go to Burger King a ton, but I never trust that I'm going to have an okay experience there to any level.
Same.
You know, I pull up, I'm waiting for 5 minutes for somebody to talk to me. Then they do talk to me and it's like, what do you mean chicken nuggets? What? Wait, you want 5 piece? We don't have 5. I didn't say 5 piece. 6? You want 6? We don't have them. We ran out. No, wait, we got them. Hang on.
It is like that, dude. It's like, am I your first customer this year?
Nobody knows what's
going on. Were you
going
not
on.
ready for me?
Right.
We're out of 6 pieces. We only have 10 pieces.
We're out of chicken nuggets. We only have 6-piece chicken nuggets. Which one do you want?
Yeah, it's like that. Although I tell you, their breakfast croissant-wich, however you want to say it, is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
good.
nice. That's a nice menu item. I always get that when I can. Otherwise, I don't do Burger King during the daytime outside of breakfast hours.
Did either of you guys have, when you were kids, did you do any kind of snow shoveling or lawn cutting in the neighborhood to get a couple bucks?
Oh.
I did snow shoveling all the time.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did my elderly neighbor's driveway just pro bono, you know, as a young professional, making it sound like it's legal
Pro
counsel.
bono.
I provided her with a very high value service, pro bono. And, but no, do you were you doing that as a kid, making some extra side scratch?
I think me and my friend would shovel some snow here and there. But I do definitely remember where I was cutting lawns in the neighborhood. I grew up in Detroit, So it was kind of a crapshoot on whose lawn I was going to be cutting or what they were going to be like. I remember one time this really nice family, like a younger family, I was probably like 9 years old or something. And they're like, yeah, sure. You can, we just need the front cut. My dad sent me off with our lawnmower, right? And I show up to their house and I start cutting the lawn. I'm like right on the front edge by the sidewalk. My dad had lowered the lawnmower to the lowest absolute setting possible. I'm on an angle. I mowed all of their grass clean off their lawn. There was nothing but a dirt patch there when I was done.
He did it to teach you a lesson.
It was a booby trap.
That's why you got to jack up the height. Now you know.
Pay attention.
Yep. Now go get your pork shoulder. And yeah, dude. There was
the pork shoulder.
Now go cut the pork shoulder. Or right across the street, there was another guy too, and his house is really pushed far back into his lot. Like he had no backyard. And again, this is just normal like suburb. So his house is pushed really far back. So he had so much grass to cut. And he was like one of my most loyal customers, but he couldn't have been any more weird. This guy looked like real life Elmer Fudd. And he would just like stay in his house all the time. It was honestly probably a sketchy situation for me to be over there, but he looked like real life Elmer Fudd and stuff. And then he tried to get me to read this book that he had written about some hidden like gold treasure or something. Like this guy,
wow.
like this guy for real believed in this gold treasure thing. And he's like, I made this book, take it home. You know, I'm like, what is going on here? I'm 9. I just cut your lawn. I'm sweating pretty bad. You look like Elmer Fudd. You stay in your house all the time. Your toilet doesn't work because I tried to use it and asked if I could use it, and it didn't work. And then I just
left number 2 in there, and
then and then you hand me a gold treasure book that you wrote. This is all shaping up to be so normal.
He had to pay you. That's how he paid you.
Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty.
This is as good as cash.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he did try that, dude. Not even lying.
The other day, a few months ago, my next door neighbor, Jake, he's like our age. I was just telling him, he's the one who got the lightsaber. His snowblower wouldn't start up, and he's like, hey, I usually do like my next door neighbor. So I was like, okay, I'll do yours, and then I'll go over there and do hers as well. Well, do the sidewalks. I'm like snow blowing the sidewalk as I'm getting to her house. I do hers. I get like one stripe, and she's out there. This ticks me off, by the way. If I'm going to do like something nice, I just want to have my AirPods in and just keep listening to me. I don't want to talk about how nice it is that I'm doing this and you don't have to do this. No, seriously, you don't have to do this. Well, if you're going to do that, then just do the back too. Like that. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
It snowballs, no pun intended.
For sure. Yeah. So like she came out and she's like, you don't have to do this. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. All this stuff. She comes out later when I'm done and I'm about to like leave. And oh yeah, by the way, I don't do sidewalks because I'm not carrying a shovel around. So like, porches. So I'll do the sidewalk up to the porch. That's it. But anyway, she comes out of her garage. She walks up to me and she's like, thank you so much. She hands me a gift bag. And I'm like, thank you. And so I take it home. You don't have to do that all the stuff.
Gift bag.
Like a gift bag.
Oh, like
an empty gift bag.
Like okay.
Yeah, but no.
I pictured a gift basket for some reason.
Oh yeah, like
Brain
a gift
glitch.
like a gift bag. Yeah.
Brain's broken.
Like a small little birthday thing bag.
Yeah.
And
tissue paper kind of vibe.
I get home and it's wrapped. So I open the gift bag, take the tissue paper out. I pull out this rectangle that's wrapped, right? It's like a rectangular cube. I unwrap it. And all it is, it's a brick.
It's a snowball.
All it is a block of Velveeta cheese that was taken out of the yellow block and wrapped.
What?
And I was like, Monica, check this out. Like, I think this lady just legit made like homemade cheese. She's like, that's Velveeta, 100% Velveeta.
Oh my!
Wrapping that up and putting it into a gift bag What's going on with you?
What is this? The Civil War era?
Dude, I don't know
like
what's with my neighbors. They did that. Like, I snowblowed my other neighbor's house, and she brought
and
us.
They gave you yeast or what?
No, she brought me a gift bag, and in the gift bag, it was wrapped Skittles, wrapped M&Ms within the gift bag.
Why are they parceling it out? That's the
to
question.
make it look bigger, to open more gifts. I don't know what it is.
Bag of Skittles costs $1.20.
The wrapping paper
tax.
costs $9.
Yeah.
The cheese, dude. That's the oddest gift. That's the
so
oddest
weird.
thank you I've ever heard
Isn't
of
that
in my whole
funny,
life.
though?
Even if it had been in the packaging still, that would have been weird. But the fact that it was taken out and wrapped.
Yeah.
I thought it was like maybe she knows how to make this crazy awesome cheese.
Nope.
Monica's like, no, that's Velveeta cheese.
Like
you can
as
see
though
the
it's hard to
Velveeta
come
logo.
by.
Right.
As though it's hard to come by and or like costly. Like
Right. Like saved you a trip to the store, or you can't get this stuff anymore.
Right.
That's what I
So-
say.
yeah.
Like it's Civil War era
Yeah.
where you can't get things like sugar.
Give you a hunk of sourdough bread with I wrapped some preserves for you.
Right.
What if she knew
Right.
something that we didn't? Like Velveeta was going to go out of business and all the cheese was going to be gone. And she's like, hang on to this.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Go buy a spaceship in 50 years with this.
Yeah. Like in 10 years, I could have sold that block of cheese for like $10,000.
You talk to a cheese collector 10 years from now and they're like, she gave you what?
Antique.
Do you have it anymore? Like it's a Bitcoin type boom. Do you have any? Do you know how much that would be worth now?
There's a show called Antique Cheese. What am I trying to say?
Antique t-shirts.
Antique Cheese Show, Road Show.
Antique Cheese Roadshow.
All right, and we've got a Swiss cheese that's now obsolete from the year 1891.
Yeah, my grandpa, at least this is the tale that was told. He was snow blowing a woman's sidewalk and everything, and being a nice man, and she came and gave him this gift, and it was passed down through the generations, and we ended up finding it in the attic when we were rummaging through all the stuff, and just whatever. Well,
and this is carefully preserved in the original gift bag. That's right. It's not the original packaging. The original owner took it out of the original packaging, but it is preserved in this gift bag.
now, had this been in the original packaging, I mean, we're talking
the original Velveeta packaging.
tens and tens of thousands.
Did I mention?
We'll start the bidding at $250,000.
Did I mention that the block of cheese was taken out of the cardboard, but it was still like vacuum sealed in the plastic?
Okay.
It wasn't like
even better for the resale.
It wasn't like cheese against wrapping
Even
paper.
better for the resale.
Well, take that to 400,000
Yeah.
starting bid.
Knowing that now, wow, that really drives it up.
See, I was picturing it not in the pack, like the vacuum seal packaging anymore,
Same.
and with her fingerprints in it.
Sick, dude.
Her face imprinted into it.
Monica, what's this? Can you tell what this is? She's like, that's a imprint of a nose.
She used it as a face mask, then wrapped it up.
Took a bite out of it. You see the teeth, like teeth marks.
Now you can have my dental records forever.
In case they can't find me.
This is a gift that money can't buy. This is my dental records.
Your neighbor giving you their dental records as a thank you for snow blowing.
Very reasonable, very logical gift.
Extremely even keeled, normal, expected, common courtesy.
Oh, that's great.
Dude,
oh,
That is
that's
great.
special.
Do I talk about my aunt's Christmas gift?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yes, you do. Oh, dude. Speaking of gifts, yeah.
Another character in my life. So little backstory to it. My mom was adopted when she was young. We didn't meet her actual mom and her 3 half siblings until roughly 2001. So we didn't really have any scope on, what they were like or who they were or anything. So we met them, and one of my aunts, her name is Tracy, and at that point, the other 2 half siblings that she had didn't have kids, and neither did she. So she had no scope of like how to be an aunt or what what a nephew of my age would like at the age of 11 or 12 or something. And so I would always get the Christmas gifts and the birthday gifts were just insane. At first it was like, okay, this is acceptable. I mean, do I want this stuff? No, but is this acceptable? Is she trying to give me something cool? Maybe. But it would always be like XXXXL white t-shirts with like the M&M's dressed with Santa hats on them. I'm like, this will easily fit over my twin bed as a sheet cover. This is how big it is. When am I going to wear this? Another time she got me, she's like really into like motorcycles and like rocking, 80s hair bands and stuff. She thought I was too for some reason. And then so one year she got me this animatronic Santa who was riding a Harley. And when you would hit the button, it would rock back and forth and it would go, Born to be wild. It'd sing the Born to be Wild song. It's just rocking back and forth. Born to be Santa.
What you always wanted.
Yeah. I'm like 13 at this point, dude. So that's another gift.
Yeah, get me a video game. Get me GoldenEye
dude,
or
give
something.
me a gift card at this point. Give me cash, I beg of you. So it was like stuff like that. But the one that will always stick out in my mind, when I was, I don't know, 16 or something like that, maybe, I started getting really into. I've always been a Red Wings fan, but I really started like paying attention to hockey games and getting to know all the players, and like I was really into it, right? So that's the one thing that she clung on to, was like, this guy loves the Red Wings. Here's my in, right?
He's obsessed.
So we decide to do White Elephant one year. She has always persisted on doing White Elephant with us, always, every year. And one year I ended up getting her, or she ended up getting me. I'm like, just perfect. And so
this notorious great gift giver has me this year. Perfect.
Thank you. So we ended up having to, my mom had to give our gifts to them because they had something going on. We had something going on. So we had to open up all their gifts on Christmas Day at my mom's. So we couldn't like see their reactions and everything, whatever. But so I get to my aunt's gift, and I can't really tell what it is, but I can see that it looks like the size of a picture frame, and then there's something like taped or attached to the top of it that's like separate. And I'm like, I cannot wait. Everybody's cornered around me waiting to see what comes out of this package. The first thing is a white chocolate like sucker of a naked woman bust. It's just 12. It's like from the chest up, a naked woman in white chocolate on the end of a sucker. And I'm 15, maybe.
What are you gonna do?
What am I? Yeah,
you can't eat it.
Right, dude. No, that was already shocking enough. The thing that was underneath it, though,
she thought that was a good gift.
For Christmas.
Let's see. What have I gotten him so far? Let me think. Triple XL white M&M T-shirt. Okay, can't do that again. What about an animatronic Santa? No, I already did the animatronic Santa. Oh, look at this white chocolate bust. Look at this white chocolate bust. That's a good one. Okay, let's get that. Just a little nice stocking stuffer.
My 15-year-old nephew.
Right. So the thing that was underneath it, though, took the cake because, again, I was very much into the Red Wings. So she was trying to hone in on that. And her way of honing in on that was not to get me a jersey, was not to get me some cool framed photo of Yzerman with a sign. Right. Nothing like that. Nothing.
Plaque with a card in it.
Yeah. Nothing like that to where I can be like, this is awesome. I'm going to hang this on my wall. No, instead what it was, and I'm not kidding you, it was a picture of her that she had taken with Darren McCarty when she met him at a bar in 2003. Let me repeat that. It was a framed photo of her with Darren McCarty in a bar from 2003. Not signed, not personalized, not with her cut out of the picture. Didn't say to Will, best wishes, nothing.
Taken on a disposable camera, probably at a bar.
Yep. A dark
Their
bar.
eyes are glowy.
Darren McCarty has like two teeth in his mouth. It was a horrible quality. It had the date in there still at the bottom. It was just incredible.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe that, like, How does your brain work like that to where you're like, what am I going to get him? Okay, I have these two things. Perfect. He's all set for Christmas then. White chocolate bust of a naked woman, and then a framed photo of me with Darren McCarty from the one time I met him in a bar 5 years ago.
If you think about that, like all the people that we've ever met, right? Like someone like famous or whatever. But let's say like I was with someone famous and I know you like them. I'm going to take a picture of them and gift it to you for Christmas.
Right.
Like,
yeah, here's a selfie of me and Ben Gibbard from Death Cab. Here's a gift for you.
Right.
It's us.
As if I was going to take that and just display it in my room.
Just be like,
oh man, I cannot wait for my friends and family to see this. Can't wait. Can't wait for them to pass this by and ask me about it.
Hey, kind of related to that, but wasn't there a year where she was forgotten for White Elephant and it caused a major family rift?
Yeah, my mom hosted our big family Christmas a few years ago, and again, she persisted in stating that we have to do White Elephant. Our little group, right? Our little group has to do White Elephant. Okay, so we do all that, and we get to the point in the night where we're like, okay, we're going to sit down and do the White Elephant exchange. All right, cool. So something happened. Somebody couldn't make it. I don't remember exactly how it played out, but the person, whoever it was that was supposed to have my aunt's name, Tracy's name, something got shifted around to where Tracy didn't get a gift. And I've never seen anyone explode like this in my life. Yelling, screaming. Oh, yeah. Upset. And
didn't get a gift.
Walked out. Didn't get a $15 gag gift. And that was the end of the world.
Didn't get a gift.
That was the last stop. Right. That was the last straw for her.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's
she
devastating.
waltzed out. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, that shows that the White Elephant was very important to her.
Yeah.
And so it makes you look at the year that she got you the animatronic Santa, the XXXL M&M's Santa hat shirt,
Yeah.
the white chocolate bust,
Yep.
the picture of her and Darren McCarty.
Yeah.
Those were like somehow like actual serious gifts.
Yeah.
Like she put thought into that.
Right.
And that's what came out.
Well thought out.
Yep.
Oh,
100%.
Aunt Tracy, love ya.
Something happened yesterday that I noticed via text that my dad did. And when I noticed it, I was like, yeah, he does this often. So I'm wondering if you guys experience this too.
Let's hear it.
He said, ha ha, ... Ha ha was also separated. So H-A space H-A and then ... That means he's laughing, I guess, forever.
Yeah, what?
But all the periods were commas.
Uh-oh.
Like kid pics. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. That was one of the sound effects.
Yeah. But yeah, so then I went back in his text message thread, and at the end of every sentence, it's comma.
Chameleon.
I don't know. I was thinking about this. Chameleon.
Comma.
I don't know if it's because at the distance in which he can see, my dad can see perfectly, right? Like he's fine. But maybe the comma looks like a period or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's not the only person of that age range to do that. I mean, I have worked with people. I've known people personally. I get an email from them. I get a text from them, whatever, and they're in the age range of 50 plus years old. They're using commas as the period. They just are.
Yeah.
Some of them I've even seen use a semicolon. Like they'll put 6 semicolons in a row in the middle of a sentence, and I'm like, this is pretty unacceptable for you to think you can just throw 6 semicolons into the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
That's a period and a comma together. And it's just, I don't get it. What is with older people and not being able to text seamlessly or type seamlessly?
Yeah. And you can just tap spacebar twice.
That's it, man.
And it makes the period for you.
That's it.
I have my mom works in a white collar environment, in a corporate environment, email communication all day long. So I know she knows how to write and compose stuff. But when it comes to the phone, oh man, sometimes I'll have to be like, Mom, I need a translation on what you just said. What? There have been times in the not so distant past where I'm like, I genuinely don't understand what you're asking.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
trying to think of an example. Let's see here. Well, I might not be able to. She's really gotten her act together, and she's a faithful and loyal listener to this. So
True.
Hi, Mom.
We love Cheryl.
Love you.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Dude,
With an S.
my aunt's favorite thing to do is to do voice to text.
Ooh.
And it couldn't be any further from what she said versus what comes through in the text. It's like, hey, I'm stopping by. She wants to say like, hey, I'm stopping by the store. Do you need anything? Because I know that you ran out of milk. Or it's first of all, when she does it, it's never a quick little 5-word sentence. She is saying like 2 long paragraphs worth of text.
As if she's leaving you a voicemail.
Yes. So there's so much room for error in there to the point where it just becomes unreadable. I mean, it becomes a waste of a text. I have to ask her constantly. It's like, hey, I was seeing if you were going to this is the way it comes through. She's asking me if I want something from the grocery store, let's say. Hey, I saw today at stop sign if you want to go milk, period. Anytime is after free. And now it's 9 and forever and then.
Milk.
Are you to 5 or are you 7?
She goes to record, I'm on my way over. Let me know if you want me to pick anything up from the store. And it translates to, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union. You're like, huh? She's like, exactly what I said. I'm picking up groceries. Do you want anything?
It comes through as a speech from Independence Day.
That's great.
It's bad.
Comes through as the transcript, the script of Jurassic Park. Clever girl. Shoot her.
Enter Velociraptor. Dude, it's so
we
bad.
got dots in here. All right, sorry.
And I just have to continuously tell her, as do any of my other family members or friends that have to, text back and forth. It's like, please, just try not to do the voice to text if you don't have to, because it's trying to decipher a code here, right? I have to put a team of specialists on this thing to understand what you're trying to ask me.
Totally. And also, what's a good middle ground for that is just the voice note. Just sending a voice memo in the chat.
Dude,
I do that all the time.
I don't know if she knows that exists. I need to point that out to her.
Yeah, that could be a good option. That could really change things, honestly.
Yeah.
But I understand it can be tough to voice to text because you start a sentence and you don't really know where it's going, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you trail off.
And you have to say like period or comma.
Yeah. You're like, well, I was going to see if you want...
What was I going to see?
Wanted to, and then it says wanted twice, and great. Yes. Now it's a waste. I have to start from scratch. But yeah,
and
turns
it comes
into
out
love.
As I have a dream that one day. Why is it always these epic speeches? Emancipation Proclamation gets translated in one of them.
Yes, it's a Gettysburg speech from Lincoln that it comes through.
I was just asking if you're going to pick up the kids from daycare.
Did you not understand when I said we the people? I was asking if you wanted me, a person, to pick up those people, we the people.
If you wanted me, a people, to pick up those, we, dude, I don't know what's...
Then it becomes we the people. Did you not understand that?
Now that is so stupid.
The iPhone knows that. It takes your words and reforms them to that.
Oh, it's great.
Did you want me to pick them up from school? And then Siri just comes through. Did you mean to type out the Emancipation Proclamation?
Yes, send.
Yes.
Remember when I used to do Today I Learned, Jord?
Yeah.
You might remember as well, Billiards. I would sometimes sneak those in.
You remember?
You remember?
Did you know that in so Today I Learned, when you see actors smoking cigarettes in movies, they're often smoking herbal cigarettes, which contain other plants like lettuce or tea leaves instead of tobacco. Did you know that?
No.
I figured that they weren't real. I figured they weren't real.
I never gave any thought to that other than like shows like Mad Men and stuff where they're just constantly
cigarette
smoking.
is in a hand or mouth at every
All
second of that
times.
show. Yeah.
I've heard people say who either smoke or used to smoke that is watching that show is like it initiates craving.
Yeah.
Wow.
Does it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big
It
time.
does?
Big time.
I could see that.
Big time. Yeah, because it wasn't, I don't know, if you see somebody light up a cigarette in like a show, a modern show or modern, it's like, I don't know, it's a faux pas because everybody's obviously most people are against, cigarettes and smoking and all that stuff, right? But like you watch it from back then and it's like people were smoking in offices and bathrooms on airplanes.
Yeah.
It was part of the experience of just living in the 50s, At every moment you're just lighting up. So
It's like that in Japan.
Yeah.
The Japanese love to smoke.
Smoke.
They love to smoke.
Smog.
Today I learned that Hans Zimmer, who's the composer for many Christopher Nolan films and some other stuff, but Nolan and Zimmer are like they're boys. They do a lot of stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Today I learned that Hans Zimmer deliberately used a broken piano for the score of Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes to make it sound like something you would hear in a pub. It's interesting.
It's kind of cool.
Broken piano. I wonder if that's just slightly detuned or if it's totally just like the keys don't even work and it just sounds like no pitch or no
The title
tone or
track is
anything.
You just hear the pedal
He wins
squeaking.
awards for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the pedal squeaking.
It ends up sounding like drumline or that's so stupid.
Today I learned about megaesophagus, a disorder in dogs that often necessitates them eating from a high chair. Makes a dog have to eat in a high chair. That's interesting. Have you heard about that one?
I've seen those videos, of dogs getting into high chairs, and then the owner has to like close the little front part on them, and then they just like stand up, or I don't know, they're sitting up while
this
they
is
eat.
the picture that I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bulldog.
Makes me
who's just
really mad. Yeah,
What
yes, dude.
why is this happening?
They
because
just have a disorder in their esophagus.
they can't like swallow food if they're leaning over the bowl
I
or whatever.
see.
So they have to sit up. So they basically get into like what looks like a child's high chair situation,
And then like
With
a
a-
bib.
and it
looks
infuriates
like
me.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
That's
have
messed
to include
up.
a picture of that.
Mhm.
Making a note. Did you say it makes you mad, Will?
Oh yeah,
Because it's
furious.
cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm triggered.
No one gets cute aggression toward dogs quite like you. Like
It runs
it's
deep.
just
It boils
you see
deep.
a dog doing cute or human things,
Mhm.
and it literally makes you want to strangle them.
I
You
can't,
are a big
yeah,
dog
I can't,
guy.
Well, yeah, I can't separate in my mind the joy and the anger. They
No, you
They
can't.
mesh into
You
one, and
can't.
anger dominates. And
I
get-
relate to that, man.
Yeah, I get very, very angry when dogs do anything remotely cute like that.
Oh, when I see dogs doing things like human jobs, like when I see dogs doing like work,
Mhm.
like herding cattle
Mhm.
or like bringing their own or something.
Mhm.
Oh, I get mad.
Yeah,
I get furious.
What if you see a dog on an airplane? Do you think it's cool that they can come too?
I wish the flight attendants were dogs. Why don't you just train a bunch of golden retrievers? Delta, it's going to save you money.
Yeah.
Spirit, if you want to turn things around for your company, listen right now.
Yeah,
Fire
right.
all your staff, maybe even a pilot or two, and hire just a trove of golden retrievers.
Yes. Train them to walk on their hindquarters.
Yep.
Ruff, ruff, Jack and Coke. Ruff.
You see it pouring just with a paw, pouring stuff, handing the glass to a customer. Just balancing on their paw.
A dog somehow reaching across an entire aisle of people to get to the person in like the window seat.
handing them the drink like this.
Doing the
Balancing
motion
it
with
on
their
the paw.
paws to put the seatbelt on. Shutting the overhead bins.
But that's why they can walk on their hindquarters. They can reach it, dude. That's great.
That's where they sleep. They sleep in the overhead bins. Imagining a dog piloting an aircraft, a 747. All the gears and controls and everything somehow.
Hey,
They know.
We've talked about the driving dogs before with this program that some college or some government somewhere was trying to teach dogs how to drive. And the video clips from that are so funny. And I think we've discussed it on the podcast before, but I mean, dogs doing human stuff.
Yeah.
Like you see a dog's, there's a close up of like a dog's paw pushing a shifter to like put it into gear and
it even knowing what a shifter is or what each gear means.
It's ridiculous. Oh, it's great.
That's funny.
Unbelievable.
Dogs driving. I typed it in and it said Doug's driving. My
Doug's
dad.
driving.
Doug is driving. Today I learned that Today I learned about the XF-84H airplane, which was so loud it caused ground crew members to throw up.
Throwing up.
Have you ever heard something so loud? Even with your hearing protection and everything, I've never thought that those two things that like throwing up would be a hearing reflex, or like vice versa rather.
Right. Yeah. Same.
You know?
Yeah.
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 You want to go see the planes fly over at DTW? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go. That one comes and just.
Did you bring the airborne? No, I'm not getting on the plane. No, well, it's not for that. It's for you could get stomach sick when you hear how loud this thing is.
Dude.
Wonder if that's ever happened at like a concert.
Yeah, I wonder. Man, I used to go to concerts and stand by the front wall of speakers.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe I used to do that.
Oh, I had no regard.
When I hear anything like that now, I'm like, oh, it hurts. It physically hurts my ears.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Because like we would get annoyed at our parents and stuff like that when they're like, it's too loud or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's real. No.
I feel that. Yeah. I feel that. Especially the bassy stuff. Like bassy stuff is what actually does like the real long-term damage to your ears. Makes the inner ear hairs that are responsible for like transmitting sound energy, sound waves into sound that your brain can register, makes those little hairs fall out. And so by hearing,
maybe you get them regenerated from that plane if that plane flies over.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the key.
Yeah.
Ear hair implants.
Yeah, I got hair plugs the other day. Oh, I don't see them. They look
didn't
great.
see your balls.
No, in my ears.
No, I got them in my ears because I can't hear anymore, and now I can.
A ponytail coming out of somebody's ears. They style it.
I'm going to Cancun next week. See the braid job I got?
Came back from spring break, got ear cornrows right here. That's great.
I look good blonde.
Yeah, that guy has an ear canal mullet.
Ear canal mullet. I watched Jordan. I know you've seen this, Will, but Jordan, have you seen Jim and Andy on Netflix?
No.
It's the documentary about Jim Carrey making the movie about Andy Kaufman in the 90s, right? Was it the 90s, Will?
Yeah.
Early 2000s, maybe?
Late, yeah.
Andy Kaufman, the comedian. It's on Netflix right now. And Jim Carrey idolized and thought this comedian, Andy Kaufman, who was dead by the time the movie was made, was so brilliant that Jim Carrey went into character for the entire time that he was making the film.
Like even outside the scene.
Even when they weren't rolling, he was in character the whole time. He would only respond to Andy, and whenever anyone would ask him, about Jim, he'd be like, "Jim's not here. I don't know. Jim's not here."
Yeah,
yeah. It was
that
really
seems
it's
crazy.
really wild, and it's a funny concept, but he just did it so well, and he lived it. He lived and breathed being Andy.
Yeah.
Dang.
And one of Andy's characters as well.
Such a skill.
I know. Jim Carrey's brilliant, man.
Yeah, he is. I think he's done, right?
It seems that way.
After the last Sonic or something like that, he said he was done.
Sonic was the that was the chapter. That was the.
I think it was. I think
the
it was.
conclusion of the whole acting career. Sonic.
I think it
That
was,
the
dude.
crescendo for him.
What's
Sonic.
the-
He was Dr. Robotnik.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, either it's come out or it's about to come out. I think I heard, because I saw him in a thing. He's like, I have enough, I've done enough, and I am enough. And that's like, and it was at like some sort of Sonic interview.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's definitely changed and evolved as the years have gone on. Like Jim Carrey that we grew up with, who was doing the, Mask and Dumb and Dumber and like all these huge comedic roles, like obviously a comedy icon.
Yeah.
But as time has gone on, he's like completely almost denounced like Hollywood and acting and all this superficiality that comes along with it.
Yeah.
He's completely different than he was, 20 years ago. So he's a brilliant actor, but
I heard someone quote him just yesterday, in fact, and they said that Jim Carrey said, I wish that everyone could become rich and famous so that they could see that it's not what it's cracked up to be.
mm-hmm.
Like he's really disillusioned, I think, with, like you were saying, Will, with Hollywood and kind of what it stands for, and the whole fame game, the celebrity status and stardom. I think he's just totally over it. I think he would just rather make art that's meaningful to him, and not even just like acting, because I think he paints.
He
does
paints and
painter
stuff.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He can ride off in the sunset. Yeah.
He in this documentary, Andy, the comedian who he was playing, Andy, who had passed away, his actual family came to set, like to see some of the filming, and were like talking with Jim Carrey as Andy on set, and he was being Andy. And it was like actually like therapeutic for them.
Wow.
No kidding.
Like even Andy's dad was like, so, like how have you been, Andy? I miss you. I'm really proud of you. Which is something apparently he never said to Andy. He's like, I always wish I would have told you sooner. I'm proud of you. And Jim was like, he acted. He was like in the role. It was believable. It was really wild.
That's crazy.
Really crazy stuff. Yeah. Anyway, you should check it out. It's called. Is it called Andy and Jim, or Jim and Andy?
Jim and Andy. Yeah.
Jim and Andy. Yeah.
I'll watch
really
it.
Awesome. I mean, just world class acting and talent and passion and art.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Would you please?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a watch party. I wish we could, man. I wish we could do a stouting off like watch party of something that's not, but it's copyrighted, Or else we could stream something on here and we could be like Mystery Science Theater 3000 and just comment the whole
just
time.
see the back of our heads.
Yeah. You remember that show, Jord? Mystery Science. It was usually in black and white, and it was like it would be shot from basically the back of like a movie theater. It looked like an old movie theater. They would show an old movie, and in the theater would be a human being and two puppets, like a robot puppet and like an alien puppet.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
And they would just talk smack about, they would just rip on whatever movie is on, and that's the whole show. And it's funny stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
But what about copyrights, though? Should we just throw caution
They don't
to the wind
matter.
and go for it?
They don't matter.
Yeah.
No, it'll get taken down immediately. But there's probably got to be a way.
Maybe.
Even when before we did the new intro song track that you made, Jord, like even before then, when we were using like royalty free music, all of our YouTube videos were getting flagged for copyright. I'm like, dude, it's a 20-second song snippet that was grabbed from a royalty free website, and like, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually licensed it. Actually,
You did?
yeah, I licensed
Then why
it.
is it getting flagged? I'm gonna write YouTube.
I switched companies for like, I went from Soundstripe to MusicBed, and so I canceled the Soundstripe, and that's when we got flagged.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it was technically on me, but
Well, then I'm gonna write you instead.
That's the play.
I'm not gonna write you a
letter.
complaint letter.
I'm not going to
'Cause
write YouTube a letter
'Cause
because they copyright.
Yeah, that's on me, I think.
That's okay. So did I hear you guys are going to the driving range today?
Yeah, right after
Yep.
this.
Will, describe for me your golf game in 3 words. Describe for me your golf game in 3 words.
Confidence. Rage. Sweat.
I like that. That could be the title of like a documentary about just like anything in your life. You could just call it that. Confidence, rage, sweat.
Making a Woodington.
Will
Confidence,
It's going to be the
rage, sweat.
title of this podcast.
Yes, that's a good call. Confidence, rage, sweat. Rage, sweat.
Sweat.
So what are your thoughts going into the driving range today? Like, what are you thinking? What are you targeting? What are you hoping to accomplish?
I need to tune some stuff up. I'm well overdue for a tune-up. And, Jordy here is definitely great for that. And got to figure out the swing because we got just a couple more weeks here till we're off playing in the Mooksters.
We're playing at a very, very nice couple of courses.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very funny.
Yeah.
So I got to be sharp as well. Like you and I are, we're the worst players.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not.
We're the worst players. I mean,
yeah.
I won't even say worst. We are the worst, but it's only because we're the most inexperienced.
Correct.
That's it. We're not the worst people.
Right. But
Chase.
so
I'm just kidding. Chase is. No, I'm kidding. Chase is the best, actually. And he's
I
the
saw him
funniest.
yesterday for his birthday.
Yeah, that's nice.
And so on the course, I can definitely biff some shots. I played my first round since August or September of last year, just this past Sunday. And I couldn't really string anything together. But I would rather get those bad shots out on the range. But even when I've been at the range, I've made horrible shots who have put people's lives in danger. Even though there's no people ahead of me, right?
Yes.
The people within 20 yards to the left or the right of me, they're in danger. And I need to make that presently clear anytime I go to the range. Because I've hit a ball like off the end of my club or something like that, and then it's hit the metal gate next to me and then bounced, behind me or whatever. I've almost killed some people, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty confident. So no place is safe.
Golf.
Yeah. When I have a golf club, when I'm swinging at a ball, no one is safe around me. Just plain and simple.
Jordan, what are you thinking as you approach the as the road to the golf trip begins and as you go to the range today? I mean, you're already dialed in, right? You're just getting shaken off some rust and just stretching, basically.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's just, biggest thing about golf is repetition and like doing something over and over and over and over again.
Sure.
Not necessarily changing it every time, but just getting that muscle memory.
Yeah.
And I haven't swung a club. Like I've been to the range twice this year and I've golfed once since October. When was that tournament that we played in?
No, that was the summer.
Yeah.
It was like August.
Yeah,
You
August.
guys played in a tournament?
Tour de Livonia that Joseph put on but couldn't even be in attendance for, unfortunately.
Yeah, Will and I
He put the event together but couldn't be there?
Yeah.
just on that
just
day. It was a 3-day event. He couldn't be there on Saturday.
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's
I
right.
see.
That's right. Yeah.
I see.
I think we only went on the last day.
Yeah.
It was that Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Sunday, yeah. Yeah, it was good, though. We played on a team together. We played Whispering Willows. I think we dang near won. I don't know. I could be wrong
Yeah,
there.
we came close. I mean, I was your caddy, but yeah,
No, you weren't. You made good shots.
I'm sure you did, Will.
Yeah, you did.
caddy.
Don't sell yourself short.
Caddy. But Whispering Willows, yeah, no, it was fun. It was a good day.
Yeah, and so caddy. And I mean, but yeah, overall
Anyway.
caddy. And,
I'm the
No, I remember
caddy
that.
now.
Yeah, no, it was on a Sunday. Yeah, it was the Tour de Livonia. I was a caddy. And anyway, so you were saying,
I've been a caddy for a golf tournament before for our buddy Joel, no one else in this tournament had a caddy. I was the only caddy out there.
It's awesome.
Basically, I was just his cart
it's such a
buddy out.
perfect role for you, though.
It
Such a
is,
perfect
dude.
role.
Had great pictures and stuff, and it was just fun. He would hit the ball on the green. We'd get up to the green. He'd mark his ball, throw me his ball. I'd polish it off with the towel.
That's great.
Toss it back to him. It was great.
Wow.
Help him read putts, even though I'd only been on a golf course one time before that.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, I think this is left to right. He's like, no. It's hard right to left. It doesn't go right at all.
You get your
Like,
directions
yeah, that's
mixed
what
up.
I was going to. Well, would you let me finish?
Right.
'Cause that's what I was ending up
Yeah,
at.
looks left to right, I said. Looks, but it's actually.
Hey, I've just seen over the past couple of months a handful of friends who have gone separately to Disney, like the Star Wars Disney area at Disney.
Mhm.
Apparently, there are different parks. Because I went this past September with a bunch of Disney enthusiasts, and we went to, I believe it's Magic Kingdom. Dude, it was boring. It was the most exciting thing we did was It's a Small World after all, which is like a floating ride through a thing.
Right.
And then I get home and I'm like, over the next couple of months, I'm seeing friends go to the Star Wars thing. I'm like, that's at Disney? Where was that? Why didn't we go on? Turns out it was a different park, but I'm like, the people who booked the tickets for us, I'm like, if you know me at all, why did you send me to It's a Small World after all instead of Star Wars and cool like Harry Potter and stuff?
They sent you to a ride that's been around for 70 years.
I know. The only thing I liked about that was that it was air conditioned and it was hot
that
outside.
is perfect,
So I was
yeah.
like, oh, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Star Wars thing at Disney looks so cool.
Is that at Universal or Disney?
It's Disney because Disney owns Star Wars
Okay.
and like also owns Marvel. So like there's Marvel stuff
Marvel
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
What about the Harry Potter? Is that at Universal Studios?
That actually, come to
Universal.
think of it, might be Universal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so Star Wars is at Disney.
Yeah.
Huh.
Have you guys seen stuff like pictures and videos from that?
Yeah.
I think so.
It looks magnificent.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
even like the way that you wait in line there, the way like as you go through the line, it's like you're there.
That's pretty crazy. My next door neighbor
gosh.
got like a lightsaber thing. He said it was like $250.
The like 90-year-old guy.
No, the other one. No, he's our age. Yeah, I don't know.
Big Disney enthusiast, big theme park guy.
My old neighbor who can't speak English.
The first
Went by himself.
the first day he's got the lightsaber clipped to his pants at all times. The first day when you moved in here and I came over, he was outside and it was hot, right? Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, it was
End of
pretty hot.
July.
End of July. This guy is outside mowing his grass in like what I would assume he would have worn into the office in his job in 1959.
Yeah.
It was like a full button-up shirt, slacks, dress shoes.
Yep.
Tucked in.
Yeah.
Yep, tucked in.
And not a
With
drop of sweat, probably.
Kind of like a cardigan with the train hat. That's
Yeah.
his vibe every day.
I don't understand
Wow.
how old people aren't just constantly overheating.
They're like super Greek.
Ah, wow. Dude, I love that. I probably won't ever be that, but I think it's so cute when like, older elderly people like dress up just to go to the gas station or just to
Yeah.
go to the hardware real quick to pick up a screwdriver, just simple errands around town.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're all dressed up and they got their nice leather shoes on and stuff. I'm like, that's good for you, man.
Yeah.
They're just put
Mowing
together.
the lawn in dressed up stuff is cute, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I go and I'm one article of clothing away from being in my pajamas, probably.
Me too.
So, like, yeah.
Me too. Summer months, I am never not in like some kind of athletic short and t-shirt.
Right.
Period.
Yeah. I mowed the lawn
especially
the other
here.
day. It was awesome. First time
It
in
does feel good to get that first cut out.
7 months.
Yeah, that is nice. I
great.
have been doing my lawn too. This time of year it grows fast, and then the summer months I only need to cut it like once every 2 months. But this time of year it's growing fast, and in a couple areas in my yard I put the mower all the way down and trimmed it very, very short, and I'm practicing chipping from there.
Yeah, nice.
Mhm.
Nice, right?
Yep.
You give that a try. You look like your lawn looks like it's pretty nice. Because you look like you got a nice lawn.
You look like
Which
you've got a
Like
nice
the
lawn.
type of guy with a nice lawn.
Yeah, I could.
You look like the type of guy who tucks in his shirt to mow the lawn. Good sewed, guys. Episode 55. Can you believe it?
No.
We've already done it.
No.
We've already done 55 episodes. Will, you've been in what, 8 now?
89, 90.
Track?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 50, 54, 55?
6.
He's a good
All of them?
addition, isn't he?
He is. Edition. EDITI. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good
This is a good
episode.
revision.
He's a good episode.
He's a good, yeah, you are a good addition, man.
Thank you. I've always tried to be a good
love you
episode my
guys.
whole life.
Love the boys. Listeners, viewers, love you most importantly and most of all. Thanks for listening to the Stouting Off podcast, episode 55. Catch you next time.